Good morning, Pyle. Today is Tuesday, June 12th, 2018. It is an odd day. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Welcome to Panther TV, the channel that has Pyle covered. I'm Sophia, Big Bad Wolf, for Channel 19 News. Sadly, for the last time. Pyle's drive for supplies will be held tomorrow during our locker cleanout. Place all used but still usable supplies in the bin outside the main office. If you have questions, please see Mr. Enderly in room 204. Thank you to everyone who attended the MCPS Secondary Art Show at Montgomery Mall. We have 2 students here at Pyle that had their artwork selected by the MCPS Art Department to be placed on display for the 2018-19 school year. Their artwork could be on display at various county, state, and national art exhibitions, such as the Maryland Treasury Building or MCPS Executive Offices. Congratulations to Teresa Reese and Dante Estrada Solis. This is a huge honor, so please congratulate these students if you see them. It is now time for our last Ask Mr. Nardi segment of the school year. We thank all of you that submitted questions this year, and we thank Mr. Nardi for the time he spent in his research lab looking up all the answers. Let's see what kind of questions are in store for us this week.
Hello and welcome to our final edition of Ask Mr. Nardi. We're into the last week of school. I have a few questions for you and then some reminders as we kind of go through the week. So let's get to the questions real quick. Some of these are even construction questions for the future. When will the cafeteria have a second level? It's scheduled to go in 3 years, the summer of 2020. Are the portables going to be covering the blacktop? No, there's an additional portable actually going to go right next to the 2 that we already have. But the blacktop in the upper field will be closed off due to construction that will start in September of this year for the 3-story addition. Why is the class store not used? Because we don't sell supplies. We expect you to bring them on your own. When will they upgrade the gym? They are going to possibly do the lights in the gym, but they'll also do the gym floor, possibly this summer. We will be getting 2 new auxiliary gym spaces and a new full-size gym, an additional full-size gym when they do the addition. Why do we have 4 classes that are 90 minutes long? We have a block schedule. We will look back at this schedule in a couple years once we have everything kind of sorted out and our cafeteria is larger, because I know there's a lot of people who are curious about it, but we'll look at it then, not yet. How long has Pyle been here? It was built in 1961. It had an addition and renovation done in 1992. It had an addition built in 2008. We have another one coming, so we continue to get larger and larger. Why isn't the vending machine working? The vending machines don't work in our building because the county really has ended many of those contracts because most of the food that's given is considered too high in sugar content, and sugar, they found, surprisingly, is not good for you. Dogs are better than cats, agree or disagree? I have to agree. I'm a dog person. Are you a real person? I believe so. There is a TV in the cafeteria in lunch that we don't ever use. Actually, it goes on during tag and the announcements are played in there. We may look at it for other uses as we go forward. As we're into this last week, just some reminders. Obligation reminders have gone out. Make sure you clear any obligations that you have. You can go see Miss Ansa in the financial office, which is room 135. We're doing a locker clean out on Wednesday during tag. If you have any school supplies that you come across, we're also doing a supply drive. Mr. Enderly and the SGA are a part of that. So I encourage you to provide those to the spaces he'll have available to put supplies in. But make sure you take everything out of your lockers. There's a lot of clothes sitting in some of those lockers that have been here since September. Hallways and passes, we're trying to limit your kind of everybody going in and out of the hallways just because it gets a little crowded. For this week, we know that on Thursday, the 8th grade is heading to their field trip to Kings Dominion. And then they're going to Whitman on Friday. Friday is the official last day of school. It is an early release day. And I'm sure I'll see you in the hallways. But if I don't, have a great summer. If you're an 8th grader, we wish you all the best as you head on to high school. We think you're going to do great things at Whitman. And for our 6th and 7th graders who come back next year, another year wiser, I hope you have a safe summer, and we look forward to seeing you then. Have a great summer.
The month of June is LGBT Pride Month. Australian-born English gay rights activist Peter Tatchell has been outspoken about gay rights since the late 1960s. He has worked tirelessly to repeal all anti-gay laws in the UK. This day in history. On this day in 1939, the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum was dedicated in Cooperstown, New York. Today's weird fact: a giraffe can clean its ears with its tongue. Today's daily quote: we generate fears while we sit. We overcome them by action. Today's fun holiday. June 12th is Superman Day. Comic books, video games, movies, novels, stickers, t-shirts. There isn't a place that the Man of Steel hasn't made an appearance. The opportunities to be a little bit super are limitless. Just get out there and help your fellow man. Corny joke of the day. I owe a lot to sidewalks. They've been keeping me off the streets for years. Today's weather forecast. Mostly cloudy, high of 78 degrees and a low of 57. At Pyle Middle School, we are committed to demonstrating a passion for learning, encouraging academic and personal growth, sustaining a nurturing and respectful environment, and honoring diversity. Have a terrific Tuesday, Pyle.